Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm in the Costa Blanca at a very popular tourist spot here in Spain. This is Benidorm. If you've never been here before, I'm going to show you around, show you some of the very famous bits of Benidorm that you may or may not know about, and why you should definitely come to Benidorm in real time. One of the nicest views of Benidorm is here. Nice place to sit, have a coffee, or maybe something a little bit stronger. A lot of these people are doing. Balcony del Mediterranean. This used to be the site of an old castle, and in the Benidorm TV series they used to have this made up to look like a restaurant, but it's never actually a restaurant. But people come here to have their photos taken on this famous balcony. You gotta have a head for heights coming down here actually. But it's worth it, especially when you look down to the sea below. Like a big compass on the floor as well. So you get the two different sides of Benidorm, and also a hidden beach you definitely want to go and visit whilst here in Benidorm. We're just quickly panning over here. The views you get are totally amazing. Look at the colour of the water. Just got to head back up these now. I'm waiting for the thunderstorms, to be honest, because I checked the forecast today and we're supposed to have thunderstorms this afternoon, so fingers crossed the weather stays good. And if you can see, that's the old well, and you can also see remains of the castle as well that's been protected. In fact, there's a better shot over here. So we'll go and check out this beach in a moment. This is like a little bit of a hidden beach here in Benidorm that a lot of people don't realise is here. And the best way to get to it is to come through the old town. But talking of the old town, now if you're lucky, sometimes you may see people getting married in this amazing church. And it is normally open for you to go in. It is spectacular to go in there and have a look around. It's closed today, unfortunately.
Do you know when you put in Benidorm on?
Oh no, we don't. So when are you going to pick them up? Will they actually come back and like no?
Now this is also a great place to come at night to get yourself a drink, and also to visit the famous Tapas Alley. Kind of just starts around here, and at night this is a great place to come. Grab some food. I'll just show you some of the tapas that's on offer. Just check this out. Look at those little eggs. I think that's like breaded and mashed potato. Look at some of these. Totally amazing. Some look a little bit random than others. Wow, they look amazing. Look at those big old sausages. So I tell you what, it's actually really difficult to actually get to the bar and get to the tapas and have a look. But I decided to go for two options, which has cost me €6. The first, which is a what looks like a seafood melody on a bit of bread. And the other one, obviously, very Mediterranean, sun-dried tomato on a bit of bread with some cheese and some ham and a nice olive. Oh, and of course, washed down by a beer. It seems a bit weird sitting out here with everyone just like staring at you, but it's probably because I've got a camera. Right, here we go, let's tuck in. Cheers. There's some carrot, some crab, some prawns. That's really nice. Nice and creamy as well. Obviously the best thing about tapas is that, you know, you don't have to sit down for a full meal. You can just have a drink and just pick at things. Stuff that you like or like the look of and you go, oh yeah, I like that. Although to be fair, I've done this rather intoxicated and I've gone around the whole lot and then felt rather sick afterwards. This looks interesting. That's really nice with the sun-dried tomato. And not like the normal food you get in Benidorm either. So definitely worth a trip in there, and I've just realised you get a free tapa with any drink in there. I peaked too soon. So it's lovely just to walk up and down the old streets of Benidorm. See, this is the gay district. I'm going to head down to that beach now and show you how beautiful that beach is, just on the other side of the old town. So you can actually get some really good little hotels down here as well. I think Airbnb, that kind of stuff. Obviously this is a place that is extremely busy at night, but during the day it's fairly quiet walking down here. So obviously behind us is Levante Beach and then Ponte Beach up here. And this is also an area that people love to come and do a morning workout and a bit of morning yoga. You'll often see people, in fact hundreds of people, lining the beach here in Benidorm doing yoga in the morning. This is really pretty up here. Look at the pigeons. That's what I mean, both sides feel completely different. But let me show you my favourite beach in Benidorm, which, as I said, a lot of people miss. So up here there's a little bit of a harbour where you can actually do a few day trips. You can hire jet skis and kayaks. So I'm going to try and pronounce this beach. This is Playa de Malpas. Very small, but really nice. You wouldn't believe you're in Benidorm right now, would you? Look at that, how all the palm trees are in this little cove. So if you want to have a good walk down Levante Beach and the promenade right from the very end, down towards the balcon it will probably take you a good hour. So there's quite a few famous and infamous bars down here which have had good reputations and bad reputations. One thing you'll see a lot around Benidorm are these mobility scooters. If anyone in the comments can fill me in when these first started and why they are such a thing here in Benidorm, I'd love to know. But they are literally everywhere. Literally anybody can rent these. Easy way to get around Benidorm though. Why walk when you can glide? Sunbeds can be quite pricey actually. It's €6 for a sunbed, and then €6 for a parasol as well. But you start walking this and you think to yourself, it won't take me that long to walk up there. It's some of these high rises, when you're staying right at the top there, yes, you get amazing views, but you've definitely got to have a head for heights. Watch out for these people. They're selling cocktails on the beach, but health and safety standards are probably not met that well. Sometimes they're done in like a little backstreet room, so just be careful when buying those on the beach. It's quite amazing to see how many empty sunbeds there are. And the only reason I'd put this down to is they've had some atrocious weather in Benidorm for the last at least couple of months. Today was forecast for more thunderstorms. And luckily I've escaped some, but I know tomorrow's going to be awful. I'll show you how bad it can be later on in the video, because I know the forecast for tomorrow looks atrocious. So take in the sunshine while you can. But yeah, they've had their worst winter weather for years. I mean, it's been almost like weeks on end of heavy rain and wind and very cool temperatures. So, but I mean, Benidorm is obviously a place to come all year round, and it is busy pretty much all year round as well. Now, the only thing that I don't like about Benidorm are some of the apartment blocks do not look very nice. Bulky bricks that, well, pretty much that you would build a house from in the UK, or a block of flats. They don't look very appealing, do they? So before the pandemic, there used to be like a place here where you could go and pick up a book. It was almost like a library on the beach. Let us know in the comments if you remember this here, but obviously since the pandemic all that kind of came to a stop. That is a very odd hotel. Can you see the wood panels on the roof? People also comment on the videos wherever I am, actually. Tell us about if there's any wheelchair friendly disabled access down to the beach in Benidorm. There is actually. There's a whole area there which is also slightly shaded too. And when you're on the beach, you want to get your sand off your feet. You'll often see people getting the sand off the feet with these. Tiki Beach, where they party pretty much all day long, every day, when the weather's good. So when I first came to Benidorm years ago, they used to have these bikes up and down the seafront, which means you could hire a bike, drive it to the next stop, go for a drink, pick another bike up, and then head further down the prom. They don't have those anymore. Obviously you can still hire bikes, but it's a shame that they got rid of them. Tell me in the comments if you've been to Benidorm and you remember those bikes up and down, actually around the whole town. So this is the cable ski car in Benidorm. It is quite famous. It's been here for years, and to get out to it you actually have to walk right through the water, and then basically it continues on motors, literally going around in a loop, and you've just basically got to be ready as soon as it comes. I'd love to have a go, but I don't think my back can handle that. Also, just a quick shout out if you're familiar with the TV show Benidorm as well. A shout out to Mel's Mobility Shop, which was up here. Looks a lot different now. And no tower block in Benidorm is the same. These have got to be the strangest. And right now I've just come beyond the seafront to check out one of the most famous hotels in Benidorm, the Sol Pelicanos, which of course was the famous hotel in Benidorm, the TV show, which was known as the Solana. And before you ask, they never actually filmed any of the interior in the reception. That was filmed actually at another hotel. But where they used to go out and eat of an evening is actually a place just up here, which I'm going to show you on the left hand side. And another top tip, do not use these cash machines. They give you a really poor exchange rate. If you can, stick to the major banks. There's Santander's and there's some other Spanish banks as well, and they all do come in different colours. They're yellow, they're green. So walking up to one of the main areas in Benidorm right now, some slightly posher hotels as well up here. So this was known as Neptune's in the TV show Benidorm. It's known here as the famous Morgan Tavern, and is always kicking in here. They have some really good acts, and the theming in here is brilliant. So some of Benidorm's best entertainment is down here. Benidorm Palladium just down there. And if you don't want to feel like you're in Spain and you want to feel like you're back in the UK, home to the great British breakfast and Sunday roast, there's plenty of restaurants that will sort you out down here. This is always a good night as well, the Western Saloon. Great theming as well in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there are loads of Jack Daniel bottles all the way across. Crown Pub, another popular place to come. Hotel Don Pancho. So this is a good place to come for a party as well, the Red Lion. Most people's good night out starts here with the Brocking Bronco, which is normally just there. And this place is also kind of famous for a certain show that goes on in there. I'm sure you'll tell us in the comments. I'm sure you'll know. So I'm just going to be walking down to the Ring of Light. Before I get there, I'm just going through the main strip that gets very busy at night time in Benidorm actually. There's one place open just there. But you'll find a lot of these open up late afternoon, early evening, and then go through till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Hippodrome just here, look, you can see where they've got all the dancers doing their thing. Yeah, it's quite weird how this is so quiet and empty during the day. A lot of people like coming here, having their photos taken. So, just been down there, continue walking down here. Now the Ring of Light obviously doesn't look that great during the day, it does look better at night. If you want to see that video, check out the live that I did in Benidorm last night, and you can see that in the top right hand corner, and the link is also in the description. So obviously it looks a lot better at night, but these stretch all the way down here. Now what would be good on a hot day like this is if they were coming down with a bit of mist, a bit of water vapour, that'd be good. So there's coffee shops up here, there's a few restaurants as well. It's actually quite nice to get a bike and do a bike trip down here at night too. There's like a little amusement park here. Like I say, they look really good at night. But yeah, it's a bit of a cool, hip place to hang out. And you can see how close it is towards the beach. The beach is literally just there. So if you are walking up from the main promenade, it's not that far. So if it does rain in Benidorm, there are a few things that you can do, one of which is taking a visit to the very famous Benidorm indoor market. Or we could just sit all afternoon and drink in one of the bars. Let's go to the market. So when it does rain in Benidorm, there's only one place to go. Benidorm Indoor Market. So this place is quite famous. You can pretty much get anything and everything in here. The suggested time you stay in here is around about 2 hours. Can it really be that big? Can it really be that good? Let's have a nose. Wow, where do we start? Go down here. Look at that, €5 for a watch. But they'll last a while, won't they? Like to be selling these watches everywhere. I thought these were drinks, then I realised they're all perfume. So you're getting the equivalent of the fragrance like Chanel or Dolce & Gabbana. The question I ask, because I did this once in Egypt, what's the point? Because it didn't smell like it. Places to get some watches. Now these are my kind of flip-flops. It's only fluffy there though, not on the sole. I have done that before. They make your feet tickle. Oh, you got to pay to use the toilets in here? 50 cents. So if you're desperate, you need some cash. There's a bookshop. There's an old-fashioned sweet shop here as well. Look at that. Aniseed balls. Nice. Haven't had them for years. There's even somewhere to fix your mobile phone whilst you're on holiday as well. More watches. These ones are a little bit more expensive. In fact, 20 euros. Cheapest watch I found, 4 euros. So obviously this goes in a big square, and then there's like little streets going down in the middle. I've got this thing, wherever I go anywhere, I always have to get a fridge magnet of the places that I've been to. Which one should I get? Which one looks the best? I think I'll go for this one actually. Nice bag. So even down the little side streets, you can get through the other side street by going through another shop. Even got a beauty salon in here as well. What a great bag. Looks like she's had a bit of a boob job. Look at all the sunglasses for 3 euros. Well, suggested time was 2 hours. I managed to do it in 10 minutes. But if it's raining whilst in Benidorm, might as well go and check it out. Get a bargain. Take some presents home for the kids or someone you know, and then back out into the rain again. But I can click my fingers and I can be somewhere else in the sunshine. So the reason why I've took the car up here is because it's quite a long walk. In fact, you could probably do the walk down from the beach up here in around about 45 minutes to an hour. But I'm heading to that special cross here in Benidorm. It's a bit of a popular tourist attraction, and it's also got some great views over Benidorm. Let's go and check it out. So I've left the car behind and I've got to walk the rest of the way, but straight away the views are incredible over Benidorm. Look at that. And there's the cross just there. I don't know whether you can see that, but that famous mountain over there has got a big chunk missing out of it, quite a perfect chunk, and people believe that it was the hand of God that flicked it and made it land over there. Tell us in the comments if you believe that. Wow, just realised that hotel is the same height as this, especially on the top floor. This also gets lit up at night and it looks very pretty actually. It kind of shines all over Benidorm. So this bit gets a little bit rocky. Walking up here. Did you hear that? That's quite an echo. Let's try that myself. Woo! Wow. Sure I won't be the last person to do that. Completely out of breath. Whew. So this was put here in 1961 to cleanse the city of Benidorm for its frivolous reputation. People also come up here to sign it as well and to put padlocks in memory of loved ones who loved coming to Benidorm. So some people say it was put here to purify Benidorm's reputation, and others say it was for good luck and prosperity for the town. So that was my tour of Benidorm. If you want to see more Benidorm videos, just click here or here. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And comment below if you're a big fan of Benidorm and would you come here? Let us know in the comments.